What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of my Next Gen Career Mode. This is episode number 32, and we start today's episode off with a couple of international friendlies here with the Netherlands. Of course, in the last episode, we decided to take the job they offered us, and we became an international manager for the first time in this series, and the first time I've ever managed Netherlands, actually, in any career mode. And yeah, we take on Uruguay for our first game, and of course, we simulated it. We had two international friendlies here. We faced Uruguay for the first game. We ended up drawing this one 2-apiece, and the following game was against Belgium as well. Did we draw this 2-2? Or yeah, it was 2-2, wasn't it? Yeah, because they scored in the last couple of minutes. So yeah, we drew this game 2-2, and the following game was against Bolivia here at home, which of course you'd fancy us to win, but I won't spoil it. But we take on Bolivia, and there you go. Again, I mentioned this in an episode of my PS4 career mode. I'm not sure whether I'm going to be playing some international games with my international team. Of course, in that career mode, I'm managing Portugal. I'm not sure whether I'll be playing some international games before I get to the tournaments. Usually, I just wait until we get to a tournament and then play those games, and I simulate all the qualifiers and all of the friendlies. But I'm not sure. I might play some qualifiers and some friendlies. We'll have to wait and see. But anyway, we drew 2-2 against Uruguay. We then beat Bolivia, as you'd expect, 3-0. And there you go. After that, we saw that Mukhtar, for our club news anyway, after that we saw that Mukhtar is coming back from his loan spell at 1860 Munich, and he will be back for us, and that's okay. He's a young player. He's a young attacking midfielder. We'll try and send him out on loan again in January, because he didn't grow any ratings, unfortunately, but we'll send him out on loan in January, hopefully, and hopefully he'll grow again. Well, hopefully he'll start to grow again on our second loan spell, because he's a good player. He's 67 overall, but he's obviously just not going to get into the side, really, so it's better for him to go out on loan and test himself. But anyway, we took on Hoffenheim for the first game of today's episode, and playing this game away from home, I was fancying my chances, to be honest. We have made a very, very good start this season, and I did fancy my chances, and the first chance would fall here just a few minutes in, but it would come to the home side, and as they go down the left-hand side here, it's Rudy crosses the ball in, and unfortunately for us, a target of mine, Kevin Volland, scores the goal in the 7th minute. So unfortunately for us, the guy, and this is exactly what I wanted to sign. He was playing up top in this game. He can play out wide. He was playing up top in this game, and he scores the goal to make it 1-0. So Volland, the target of mine, makes it 1-0. But thankfully for us, in the 16th minute, William Carvalho equalises from a corner. Great cross in by Johan, and a fantastic header by Carvalho. Of course, filling in at centre back now after Ginter's injury. So yeah, good header by Carvalho, and it's 1-apiece here. In the 23rd minute, though, another great chance for Hoffenheim. It's that man Volland coming through once again. It was a real danger for them, but thankfully for us, he got his finish wrong, and it was still 1-apiece. But in the 35th minute here, Hoffenheim come forward once again. They really were causing us a lot of problems. Beck goes down the right-hand side, crosses the ball in, and it's a free header in the centre, but thankfully Ter Stegen makes a good stop and keeps the score at 1-apiece. So good save by our goalkeeper. That was it for the first half, and in the second half, you see Johan get on the ball for us here. He gives it to Maximilian Meyer. Great ball over the top towards Yashil. Hoffenheim failed to deal with it, and the referee gives a penalty after Yashil gets taken down there. So penalty to Hertha Berlin, and at first I was like, really? It didn't seem like it was a penalty, but as you can see here, the defender, as he goes in there, goes through our striker to get the ball. So it was a definite penalty. Good decision by the referee, and it's a penalty to us. No Gylfi Sigurdsson on the pitch, so the penalty taking responsibility would fall to Johan here, filling in for him. So it's Johan against the goalkeeper Casteels. Can he put the ball past the goalkeeper? Unfortunately not. I went down the middle. I never usually go down the middle, but I felt confident this time. Unfortunately, it was the wrong decision, because Casteels has a simple save, and it's still 1-apiece. And in the 77th minute here, what a real let-off for our goalkeeper. Hoffenheim had a free kick. Ter Stegen got caught in no man's land. Abraham had basically a free header, open goal, and he put the ball wide. So what a miss that was for Hoffenheim, and it was still 1-apiece. In the 90th minute here, the last chance would fall to us here, as Casteels, the goalkeeper, is one lucky boy. I slide in with Yashil as Casteels takes a heavy touch, but unfortunately he recovers the situation and gets the ball away. So very lucky goalkeeper there, and unfortunately the game does finish Hoffenheim 1, Hertha Berlin 1. So it's not a bad result. Hoffenheim are a decent side, but even so, I felt like we should have had the win. We had a penalty and we missed that. We should have got the 3 points there, but Hoffenheim had a good few chances themselves. So a draw was probably a fair result, really, so I'll take it. You know, I would have liked to win, but I'll take it. But there you go. But look at that around the grounds again. Bayern Munich lost again. What is going on there? But anyway, we take on Barcelona for the second and final game of today's episode here. And of course, taking on Barcelona, that means Messi's back in town. Of course, Messi, the man who injured Ginter. I read some comments from the first game we played Barcelona. I said it was Messi's fault, and you guys were like, "What are you talking about? That was just a simple collision. That wasn't his fault." But I was like, "Nah, mate, nah. It's definitely Messi's fault. Definitely Messi's fault." But we take on Barcelona here, so the cameras will be panning on Messi here. What you guys didn't see was that after that he actually stamped on Ginter. That's what happened. So yeah, we take on Barcelona here, and yeah, of course, Messi's back in town. So all the cameras will be panning on the main man, the Argentine, who injured our captain and seemingly put him out for the rest of the season. But so very big game here, and of course a big game anyway, because we need to win this game really to distance ourselves from Sporting. But in the first few minutes the crowd would cheer because Messi, we put him on the floor, showed him how it feels. But in the 14th minute the first chance would fall here. Messi has a free kick, and Ter Stegen makes a good stop there. So that was a pretty decent save by our goalkeeper to deny Messi. A pretty nice free kick, as you can see here on the replay, but a good stop by our goalkeeper to tip the ball over the bar. But the following chance would fall a few minutes after that here. So we give the ball to John Anthony Brooks. He plays a crossfield ball towards our left back Schmelzer. Down the left hand side, takes on Song. And so the ball comes to Lasogga here. We chip the ball over the top towards the run of Sigurdsson. And I just don't know how many times I need to say it. But seriously guys, if you can get Sigurdsson for £2 million, hopefully this career mode is showing you exactly why you should. Because this guy is an absolute monster. He is just, he's just incredible. He's absolutely incredible. And what a goal this is. Lasogga chips the ball over the top, and with his weaker left foot, he volleys the ball first time. It goes past Leno underneath the bar, and it's an absolute wonder goal by Gylfi Sigurdsson. You know he's capable of scoring those wonder goals. He scores another one there. It's an absolutely wondrous goal by Sigurdsson, and it's Hertha Berlin 1, Barcelona 0. So in a game really where we needed to get some points here, because of course Sporting, who played Zurich, would definitely get a win in that game. We needed to get some points, and a win would mean that we'd automatically qualify for the knockout stages. So we were 1-0 up, and I was very pleased with that. But in the 36th minute here, Iniesta comes forward, but Ter Stegen makes a good stop, and it's still 1-0. So good save by our German goalkeeper, and we are still in front. But on the stroke of half time, Sergio Busquets finds Pedro. Pedro rolls the ball forward towards Messi here, but it's a great block by Sakurchi to deny Messi. I was determined to make sure he wouldn't score, and it's still 1-0 here. So a great block by Sakurchi, and from the corner, Iniesta crosses the ball in from the far side towards the head of Busquets, and his header is well saved by Ter Stegen. A mixture of Ter Stegen and Hossegard on the bench, and we get the ball away there. So good save and a good piece of defending by Hossegard. It's still 1-0, and in the 54th minute here, Schultz gets on the ball. We try to roll it through towards Sigurdsson, and unfortunately Barcelona deflects it only as far as Lasogga, and what a weird shot that was. Lasogga doesn't get any elevation on the ball. It just sort of spins on the ground. It almost crept in at the near post, but still 1-0 here. But in the 66th minute here, I give the ball away with Schmelzer. It's a stupid fake shot. It goes straight towards Messi. Messi gets on the ball, rolls it through towards Iniesta. We can't get the ball away. It falls towards Pedro. I dive in with Sakurchi. Pedro finds Messi, and Messi finds the bottom corner. So Lionel Messi gets the goal, and it's Hertha Berlin 1, Barcelona 1. So no matter what happened, it was going to be a dramatic night for Messi, and unfortunately he gets the goal there, and it's one of the best players in the world who makes it 1 apiece. So 1-1, and it was a shame really, because we were doing our best to hold on for the win, but you just can't discount Barcelona, can you? But in the 90th minute, how about this? William Carvalho, our centre-back, takes a run from deep, and what a storming run this is. I thought, you've got the power, you've got the strength, just keep on going, keep on going. He does. He crosses the ball in. Barcelona failed to deal with it, but unfortunately there was no one following in. That was a real chance there. That is where you want a really sort of an attacking midfielder that will sort of burst into the box all the time, because he would have been there to blast the ball into the open net. But unfortunately for us, we couldn't take advantage. Gnabry gets a booking for shirt pulling, and the referee does blow for full time straight after it's cleared away. So that was a real shame there. We almost scored a late winner courtesy of Barcelona messing up, but unfortunately the game did finish 1 apiece. So it's not a bad result. I was glad not to lose the game, but because Sporting were going to win anyway, the result kind of meant nothing. You know, unless we won the game, the result would pretty much mean nothing, because it would mean that Sporting would beat Zurich, and that would mean on the final game against Sporting away in Portugal, they have to win that game in order to qualify. So we could have lost this game and the result would still mean the same, but yeah, Sporting did beat Zurich, and as you can see here, it does mean on the final game of the Champions League, Sporting must win, or else we'll go through to the knockout stages. So all we got to do is avoid defeat, and we'll be going through. But if Sporting win, we get knocked out. But as always, guys, a big thank you for watching the video. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you for the next episode of my Next Gen Career Mode very soon. Really good chance here for Schalke coming forward, and the Dutch striker, who will of course be getting in my national team, takes aim from range, but he can only put the ball wide, and it's still 0-0. And from the goal kick here, we give the ball out wide towards Schmelzer, our left back. Anyway, here's a look at the squad report. A reminder that squad reports are shown at the start of every single calendar month, as is the full league table. And also, I thought I'd show this as well, quite interesting, we have now gone up to a 4.5-star team. So that's great, isn't it? We've gone up to a 4.5-star team now.